Hello, 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 hello. I am going to wait a minute, see if anyone's around to jump on. I'm going to send this to some groups. Let me see. I'm just coming on real quick. I know we always say that, and sometimes we actually are real quick and sometimes not, but I'm actually coming on for real really quick, just to briefly share my own personal process. I am getting a lot of questions, and some friends, some folks I know, and some that I don't. But I've been so honored that folks have reached out to me to see what my journey has looked like with our drinks and with intermittent fasting. And so I thought I would just jump on for a second and kind of walk you guys through my day. If you are jumping on, please say hello. I see a few of you on, but I can't see who you are yet. So if you're jumping on, please say hello. For those of you who do not know me and my face, my name is Colleen Carpinelli. Hi, Rose. My name is Colleen Carpinelli, and I am an Emerald Executive with Globally, and I am obsessed with our drinks. So if you've never watched any of my videos before, that's like the first thing I always say because it's true. I'm obsessed with our drinks. So I have had an amazing health journey over the last, it's been about 7 months. And so I've had a lot of folks asking. I'll also drop some of my pictures into this post. Hi, Lisa. Into this post so that you all can kind of see kind of where I've come and what I've done, and you can kind of match the picture with the person with the story. So anyway, just wanted to tell you all really quickly a few things that I'm doing. So I am 48 years old. In December, I went to go see, for my annual OB appointment. And I was talking to the doctor and I was just telling her, like, everything I'm doing isn't working. I have struggled with my weight for a lot of my life. But during COVID, I got a Beachbody subscription. There's wonderful things there. And my daughter and I were working out every day. Scale was not moving. If anything, it was going up. And I just could not shake it. It didn't matter what I was doing, the number was going up. I got uncomfortably close to a big number that I was not happy with. Went to the doctor in December and said, can you please help me? What can I do? We had a lot of conversation about lifestyle, and stress, which is a huge one for women. Your adrenal levels and your cortisol are just on firing all the time, and we are exhausted and we don't sleep well, and our body does not know what it's supposed to do anymore. So she suggested to me that we start to work on some blood sugar issues, and we started to work with like metabolism, hormones, those kinds of things. So we started having a lot of conversation. She suggested intermittent fasting. And I was like, I have never been, I said, here's what I said. I don't eat breakfast. So it's not that different. Like what's the problem? Like, I already do that basically. Right. And so then she was like, well, you literally can't have more than 50 calories. Do you drink coffee? And I was like, yes, I do. And I do, in fact, like to have cream in my coffee. And I do, in fact, like to have, even if I just do stevia, but if I'm out somewhere, I might get vanilla flavoring, that kind of thing. So very quickly realized that my coffee alone was about probably 120 calories. So anyway, was breaking my fast with coffee in the morning, and then was still hungry, but I wasn't eating because I thought I was doing the right thing by not eating. So anyway, we started working on intermittent fasting. At that point, I started losing about a pound a week, maintained that through the holidays, which I was thrilled about. Could tell that, I was doing some work and it was working. So in February, I started with our Taka and started drinking Taka every day. Then I added Glow in, and all of a sudden my body just figured out what to do. It's like my body figured out what to do again. And so I started, I guess at that point I was really only doing one. I was doing one Glow a day. So what my day looked like was, when I was just intermittent fasting, I could go about with like an 8-hour window. I could make it till around 11. I would still have my coffee because I really, really wanted it and I wanted the energy. So before Taka, I would break my fast at about 11 with my coffee, and I would go 8 hours. So about 11 to 6:30 or 7, would have all my calories in that time. I was losing about a pound a week. Once I added the Taka in February, I was able to stretch my window, and that made such a huge difference for me. And so I kind of do dirty fasting, intermittent fasting. I am allowed to have, or I allow myself to have up to 50 calories in a beverage only. And up to 3 or 4 grams of protein in that beverage. So Glow, now that's not true for everyone. Some people are completely clean in their intermittent fasting and they only have like water or decaf coffee when they're not in their eating window. Working with my doctor, so I suggest that you all do that if that's of interest to you. I do no drinks over 50 calories or 3 or 4 grams of protein. So for me, all of our drinks can be drank outside of my eating window. So when I started adding Glow in my morning, so I'll get up and first thing in the morning, I love them all, but dragon fruit has my heart. It's so fresh and light. And so I start my day with dragon fruit at about 7, whatever time I would have had coffee. I will have a dragon fruit. When I first started with the intermittent fasting and wanting to shorten my window, I would drink my trim or a second Taka at around 11 o'clock in the morning. And then I can go until 1, like I had lunch today at 1:30, and I hadn't eaten since 6:15 last night. So, this morning I had a Glow at about 6:45. And then I actually had a trim today at about noon because I was in a meeting and I couldn't have lunch. And then I kind of made myself eat lunch at like 1:15. And then I will have my dinner before 6:30. That's really the latest that I like to go. I find that I sleep better when I have eaten earlier. And when, my window closes in enough time for me to digest all of that and go to sleep. So just to recap, I have a Glow at about 6:30 or 7. I might have another drink at 11, between 11 and 12, depending upon what I'm trying to do with my lunch. Then I'll have my lunch, then I'll have my dinner, and then I won't eat again until the next morning. That has really worked for me. I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm about a half a pound away from 40 pounds lost since December. So the Glow has really, the Glow and the trim have allowed me to stretch my window, to feel fuller. That's why I like to do the Glow, because it has that protein in it. That's why I do that first. To allow me to feel fuller, allow me to stretch my window, and really, really has helped with my cravings. In addition to all of that, I don't care about my coffee anymore because I have the energy that I need from the Taka. And so I tell folks all the time that I do an extra Taka of any type if I'm hungry, grumpy, or tired. And so sometimes that's 2:30 in the afternoon. If I'm just feeling a little hungry, I didn't have much for lunch, whatever. And so, yeah, that's what my day looks like. I just really wanted to share it with you all. I get a lot of questions about walking me through it. I do not overcomplicate my intermittent fasting. I pay attention to what I'm eating during my eating window. I listen to my body. That has been a huge change for me. I stop eating when I'm full. I don't eat with my family. I mean, I eat with my family, but I don't eat a lot of food with my family if I'm not really hungry. If my lunch went late and I'm still going to eat earlier with my family at 5:30 or 6 or even 6:15, but I might not necessarily eat much because I'm listening to my body, and if I'm not hungry, I'm not eating. So that has made a huge difference for me as well. And I just feel so much tremendously better. I saw the doctor again last week, and she was shocked and proud and thrilled and all of those things. But her biggest comment was how much the inflammation and the bloating is different in my face. So she can see the scale and she can see the BMI and she can see all those things. But her biggest comment was about how the inflammation seems so different in my body. So anyway, just sharing all that. If anyone has any questions, I'm really happy to answer them below. But I just wish you luck if this is something that you struggle with. I encourage you to try different things and see what might work for you. We have some great folks on here who do keto. We have folks who are vegan. There's several of us that do intermittent fasting, but we're happy to help if a weight loss or health journey is one that you are on. So anyway, have a great afternoon, everybody. Take care.